Hi, and welcome back to part 2 of creating a problem factory tutorial, where we look to do a bit of refactoring. Previously, we created a problem factory. You can view how to do this in the description below. While that will work fine, if we wanted to start adding more problems inside our problem factory class, we should start to split these out. We should strongly type and describe the entire set of problems. We will want to add concrete classes for each problem. For example, BadRequest class and an internal server error problem class. Also, having the from problem method at the bottom of the controller isn't very nice, as if we have more than one controller, we'll need to add it to more than one place. So let's refactor this problem factory to look and feel a bit nicer. First things first, we're going to delete the method from problem because we don't need that anymore. And we're going to tidy up our return statement here. We've got a red line at the moment because our missing payload is we're expecting a iAction result back, and what we're getting currently is not that. We're returning back a problem, so we're going to change that shortly. So let's head along to the missing payload, and we're returning back a problem, but we're going to change this. We're going to return back an iAction result. And for now, we're going to delete that return problem. And using wishful programming, we're going to say var problem equals new. Now we are going to separate out our problems. So we're going to have problems such as BadRequestProblem and unexpected error classes created. So let's create a BadRequestProblem method. And we want to pass in the value that we're passing in from the top, from the parameter. And we are going to return what we had at the bottom of our controller before. So that's going to be status code int, and it'll be the problem. So status and we also need to inherit from the controller, because status code, which we don't want, status code is a method on the controller base. So we inherit the controller. We're missing a parentheses here, so we'll just add that in. Okay, so we've got a few reds here, and now we need to start creating the classes as we go. So the first things first, we want to create a BadRequestProblem class. So let's open up our problem folder. And we're going to right click and create a class, BadRequestProblem. Okay, so we're going to add a few things in here. First things we're going to add are the properties. These properties are going to be going to have setters that are going to set what the messages are that we want to return back to the user. So we're going to have three properties: a title, status, and detail that contain the messages. So first thing is a string and title. And we're going to return back payload is not well formed or was not provided. Second is an HTTP status code, and status and that's going to be a status code of for 400 bad request. And the third property is the detail, and it's going to be string as well. And for now we're just going to say missing data, but we would normally add a bit more information than this to a real production-like app. Okay, so now we've got the three properties set up. We want to add a couple of things to our constructor for the class. Now, a quick and easy way to create a constructor is to say ctor, and double tab. Double tab will create the constructor for you. Okay, so being passed into this class is our value. And we want to check that the value actually is not null, and if it is, then set it to empty. Otherwise, it can cause problems for our program. So we're going to say var message equals value string.empty. And then we're going to call off to the method that we're about to create. So let's say missing and then we're going to create that method, so a public, and we're going to also create an interface for our problem class. It's going to be the iProblem class, but we'll create that shortly. So at the moment, this is not going to find our iProblem. And we're going to turn back a new problem, not an iProblem, problem. And inside that, we're going to set all of our properties to what we have above. So, okay, so it looks like I haven't quite payloaded. Right, I've just spelled this incorrectly, which is why we can't find it from our constructor. Take off the S there, and now it can find it. So now we need to create our iProblem interface. So we'll head along to our problem folder, and we'll create the interface now. And our iProblem interface is going to contain the public methods that are in our problem class. So I'm going to cheat here and just copy and paste all of these and put them in our interface and take off the public keyword. Yes, we're going to import that, and we're going to make the interface public as well. Okay, I'm going to save all of this. Now we need to inherit our iProblem from our problem class, and we'll head back to our BadRequestProblem. Great, so now everything looks like it's working as it should at this stage. So if we head back now to our problem factory, we can have a look at what's red and what other things that we need to fix now. Okay, so what we've got here is a red underline for our iActionResult return type, and that probably means that we haven't got the right return type in our interface. So we'll head back to our interface and import. Now, for now, I'm just going to comment out the unexpected error code, because we will want to do exactly what we've done for the missing payload and add the same classes for that. But for now, I'm just going to show you the missing payload and allow you to carry on and create your own for the unexpected error. So let's head back to the problem factory to now look at, and oh, fantastic. So again, we're going to comment out the code for unexpected error because we're just going to do the refactor on the missing payload at this time. We'll save all that and we'll head back to our controller. Okay, so at this stage everything looks to be working. We'll save everything and we'll also build our solution just to make sure there are no reds that we haven't spotted yet. Excellent, the build succeeded. Okay, so let's run this and make sure that everything's working as expected. Nothing visually should have changed. All the changes that we made were from the back end. Let's grab the port and the local host and we'll jump over to Postman. And let's check that without a search criteria. Excellent, so we're getting a status code of 400 bad request up here, and we also get more information when the user has entered in a request without any search criteria. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please remember to hit like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to keep up with all my latest YouTube tutorials.